So, my man Wukong is basically telling the Celestial Court to get lost. He's like, I just wanted to chill on my mountain, but you guys had to make it a thing. He's calling them out for messing with his people, and honestly, he's got main character energy. This new character rolls up, dripping with celestial clout, and starts yapping about merit and Buddha. He's trying to talk Wukong down, offering a deal that's totally a trap. The audacity is off the charts, trying to gaslight the Monkey King himself. It's giving major villain monologue vibes. Wukong gets hit with the immortality speech like it's some golden ticket. The bad guy is basically saying everyone is desperate for eternal life, and Wukong is just throwing it away. It's a classic case of someone not understanding that not everyone wants to live in a celestial office forever. We get a lore drop from an old monkey. Turns out the original Wukong is gone, but his spirit split into 6 relics. The quest is officially on. Find these relics to bring him back. It's the ultimate scavenger hunt, and our new protagonist is the chosen one to do it. Our new hero gets jumped by a local troublemaker, and things get real fast. This part of the game is all about learning the ropes. You gotta learn to fight, and this first encounter is the universe telling you to get good or go home. No time for slacking. An old timer shows up and teaches the protagonist a handy immobilization spell. It's like getting a cheat code from a friendly NPC. This new trick is perfect for dealing with low-level enemies and gives you a moment to breathe in the middle of a chaotic fight. The journey takes a turn when our hero meets a meditating monkey who's not exactly friendly. This dude is all about finding peace, but has no problem throwing hands if you interrupt his zen. It's a classic case of someone needing to chill out, ironically enough, for a meditator. Deep in enemy territory, we run into a character who's basically an undercover agent. He starts spilling the tea about the local boss, the Black Wind King, calling him a fraud who preys on his followers. This is where the plot thickens, revealing that not everything is as it seems. A new enemy, Guango, shows up and drops some poetic lines before the fight. He's obsessed with immortality, a theme that keeps popping up. It seems like everyone in this world is chasing eternal life, and it's causing all sorts of problems for them, and for us, obviously. We stumble upon an old monkey who claims to be a banished forefather. He's all about kicking back and having a drink, offering some cryptic advice. This character adds a bit of comic relief, but also hints at a deeper history among the monkeys, which is super intriguing. The supposedly loyal god reveals he's been faking it the whole time, working against the Black Wind King. He drops some major exposition about the 3 bells and the burning temple, confirming our suspicions that the bear boss is up to no good. The plot is getting juicy now. We confront the source of the temple fire, a ghost monk obsessed with his stolen robe. The guy has been stuck in a loop for centuries over a piece of clothing. It's a sad story about how greed can trap you, turning you into a literal ghost of your former self. The Black Wind King finally shows his true colors. He's been playing the victim and the hero, claiming to have saved the wandering ghosts while secretly being the cause of their suffering. He's a total manipulator, and it's time for the final showdown on his mountain. He is a gooner. After a tough fight, the Black Wind King is defeated. He immediately starts begging for his life, claiming he was just a pawn for the Celestial Court. It's a classic villain move, trying to shift the blame when he gets caught. He's a total coward when the tables are turned. Hi there. If you want to enjoy more gaming lore without grinding for 60 hours, hit that subscribe button. I do the grinding so you don't have to. Your support really helps the channel. A narrator gives us the full backstory on the greedy monk, Elder Jinchi. Turns out he was a disciple of Buddha who got cast down for being arrogant. His obsession with the robe was just one of his many trials, and he failed it spectacularly. It's a cautionary tale. The next leg of the journey begins in a new, creepy area. We meet a new character who offers to help, but there's something off about him. It feels like we're walking into another trap, and the game is teaching us not to trust anyone, no matter how helpful they seem. We fall into a den of rat demons, and it's a full-on brawl. These guys are hungry and see us as their next meal. This section is all about survival, fighting your way through hordes of enemies in a dark, claustrophobic environment. It's intense and a little bit gross. A tragic family moment unfolds as a father rat demon forces his son to fight us to atone for his brother's death. It's a messed up situation that shows the brutal reality of this world. There's no room for grief when survival is on the line, and family ties can be deadly. The true villain of this area is revealed, a disciple who stole the great sage's relic and framed his master. He used the relic's power to rule over the valley, creating a reign of terror. This is another story of ambition and betrayal, a recurring theme in our journey. The journey continues into a desolate desert, where we get another lore dump. This time, it's about the complex relationship between humans and demons and how their destinies are intertwined. The narrator drops some heavy philosophy about fate and the struggle for power in a world of chaos. A new character, who's a total foodie, wakes up and is immediately focused on finding a good meal. He provides some comic relief, but also drops some important clues about the yellow wind monster and a lost kingdom. He's a fun addition to the cast, even if he's always hungry. We enter a phantom realm, an echo of a fallen kingdom. The story of this place is tragic. A rat demon saved the kingdom, became its hero, but then his greed led to its downfall. It's a powerful story about how quickly a hero can become a villain. The Yellow Wind King tries to manipulate us into helping him fight another demon. He's playing the good guy, claiming to be saving the local people, but we've learned not to trust these powerful figures. It's clear he's just using us for his own gain. After defeating the giant beetle demon, the Yellow Wind King thanks us, but it feels hollow. We know he was just using our strength to get what he wanted. This victory doesn't feel like a win, just another step in a world full of manipulators and power-hungry monsters. We run into our old foodie friend again, who's been captured by the rat demons. He's surprisingly chill about it, cracking jokes even when he's about to be eaten. He warns us that this place is a mess of warring factions, and that the king is not to be trusted. The next chapter takes us to a snowy, desolate landscape. A keeper of the land greets us with a cryptic prophecy, basically saying our quest is going to lead to our doom. It's not exactly a warm welcome, but it sets the tone for another dangerous and mysterious adventure. A new, powerful enemy appears, and he knows who we are. He's got a magic sack that can trap anyone, and he's not afraid to use it. This guy is a major threat, and it's clear he's been waiting for us. The stakes just got a whole lot higher on this mountain. Our foodie friend shows up again, this time to teach us a fire spell. He explains that the land is freezing and that we'll need this new trick to survive. He's becoming a surprisingly reliable ally, popping up whenever we're in a tight spot with a new skill or some helpful advice. We overhear a conversation that reveals the enemy is using one of Wukong's relics to power up his followers. This is bad news, as it means the relics can be used for evil. It also explains why everyone is suddenly so strong and loyal to this false Buddha dude. After a tough fight, we finally rescue an old general who's been imprisoned. He reveals that the old monkey from the beginning sent him to help us. We're finally starting to build a team, and it feels good to have some powerful allies on our side for once. We get stuck in a trippy illusion puzzle set by a chubby Buddha-like kid. He's yapping about true hearts and finding the path, forcing us to worship at a bunch of temples. It's a weird and frustrating detour that tests our patience more than our strength. A real gooner. The false Buddha, Yellow Brow, gives a classic villain monologue about his philosophy. He believes that anyone can become a Buddha if they have the will, and he's ready to prove it. He sees himself as the future, and we're just another obstacle in his path to godhood. We get sucked into the evil sack, and our foodie friend is in there with us. He reveals that the sack is powered by Wukong's relic, making it super dangerous. The only way out is to fight, and it's going to be one of the toughest battles we've faced yet. The fight inside the sack is a total mind trip. Yellow Brow is messing with our head, trying to break our will. It's a battle of endurance, both physically and mentally. He's trying to turn us into a mindless butcher, but we have to resist and stay focused. We finally defeat Yellow Brow, and the real Buddha who he was impersonating shows up. It turns out Yellow Brow was his attendant who stole his stuff and ran off to play God. It's a classic case of an intern getting too ambitious and causing a cosmic mess for everyone. The narrator drops another lore bomb, this time about the nature of faith and power. Yellow Brow's fall was because of his ego, a lesson for anyone who thinks they can just declare themselves a god. It's a deep reflection on the themes we've been seeing throughout the journey. We enter the territory of the spider demons, and the vibe is immediately creepy. There's a lot of talk about a mysterious lady and a wedding feast, which sounds super suspicious. It's clear we're walking into another trap, but we have to press on to find the next relic. Our foodie friend, who we now know is Zhu Bajie, gets into a war of words with the spider demon. She accuses him of ruining her mother's life, and he's completely clueless. It's a hilarious and tense confrontation that reveals some deep-seated grudges and a lot of messy history. We find a character trapped in the spider's web, and he gives us a cryptic message before fading away. He seems to be another victim of this place, and his last words hint at a hidden path. It's a somber moment that reminds us of the danger we're in. The Spider Sisters are preparing for a wedding, and we're the groom. It's a total setup, and they're not even trying to hide it. They're all talking about how their mother is going to eat us. The whole situation is absurd and terrifying at the same time. The wedding feast goes south, and the Spider Mother reveals her true, monstrous form. It's a chaotic battle, and Zhu Bajie shows up just in time to help. The fight is intense, with webs and poison flying everywhere. This is not the wedding reception anyone was hoping for. The Spider Mother and Zhu Bajie have a dramatic confrontation, revealing their complicated past. They were lovers, but things ended badly. Now there's a lot of anger and regret between them, and it's all coming to a head in the middle of this chaotic battle. The real villain of the Spider Cave is revealed, a multi-eyed Taoist who was manipulating the Spider Mother all along. He was using her grief and the Wukong relic to achieve his own goals. He's a cold, calculating monster who sees everyone as a pawn in his game. In a moment of desperation, the Spider Mother sacrifices herself to save her daughter from the Taoist. It's a tragic and heroic end for a character who was both a victim and a villain. Her story is a sad one, full of manipulation and lost love that will always be her Roman Empire. The narrator reflects on the events in the Spider Cave, explaining the Taoists' connection to the Celestial Court. He was another pawn in their games, sent to do their dirty work. It's a reminder that the real enemies are often the ones pulling the strings from above. The next chapter starts with a friendly spar against a multi-armed opponent. It's a good way to test our new skills, but it's clear this is just a warm-up for the real challenges ahead. The journey is getting tougher, and we need to be ready for anything. We enter a new area and meet a grieving widow who tells us about the Scorpion Lord who has taken over her village. She warns us of the danger ahead, but her story feels a little too perfect. It's another classic case of a suspicious NPC with a sob story. A seemingly helpful monk asks us to put his corrupted fellows out of their misery. But after we do his dirty work, he reveals his true intentions and attacks us. This world is relentless, and it seems like every act of kindness is just a setup for another betrayal. A powerful goddess, Pilampo, reveals that she was testing us. She knew about the Taoist and his schemes all along. She gives us a powerful artifact to help us on our journey, a rare moment of genuine help from a celestial being. It's a welcome change of pace. Jubagier is back, and he's in his element, boasting about his past as a celestial admiral. He's here to help us navigate the next area, which is infested with revenants. It's good to have him back, even if he never stops yapping about his glory days. We rescue a captured family, but their story is full of holes. Jubagier is immediately suspicious, and it's clear they're not who they say they are. The daughter claims to be the Bull King's child, but it's an obvious lie designed to manipulate us into helping her. The fake princess, who is actually a fox demon, tells a sob story about her brother, Red Boy, going rogue and imprisoning their parents. She wants us to help her get the powerful plantain fan from her stepmother, Princess Iron Fan, to save her father. It's a whole soap opera. At Princess Iron Fan's palace, a former lover shows up and tries to convince her to run away with him. It's a dramatic love triangle, and the fox demon is trying to use the chaos to her advantage. The whole situation is a mess of family drama and betrayal. Jubaji reveals that he was disguised as the lover, and the whole thing was a trick to get the fan. It's a hilarious twist that shows how clever he can be. He and the princess get into a massive fight, and we're caught in the middle of it. The fox demon tricks us into disabling a protective barrier, pretending it's the only way to get the real fan. It's another betrayal, and we fall for it. Jubagier gets trapped, and we're left to deal with the consequences of trusting the wrong person again. The Bull King reveals he saw through the fox demon's disguise all along. The real villain behind the whole coup is revealed: Red Boy. He impersonated the fox demon to manipulate us into helping him defeat his own family. The level of deception is insane, even for this world. The Bull King, defeated and weary, finally gives us the relic. He's been holding on to it out of fear of war, death, and his own family. He gives us some final words of wisdom, telling us to forge our own destiny and not be defined by a name. Princess Iron Fan arrives with reinforcements, begging for mercy for her son. It's a powerful, emotional moment as the family is torn apart by Red Boy's ambition. They offer to retreat from the world forever if we spare him, showing that their love for him is unconditional. With all the relics gathered, the old monkey distributes them among our allies. It's a strange ritual that seems to be preparing them for something big. The journey to collect the relics is over, but it feels like the real battle is just about to begin. The final lore dump reveals Wukong's past, his rebellion, his sworn brotherhood with the Bull King, and the tragic falling out that turned them into enemies. It's a story of pride, friendship, and betrayal, explaining the deep-seated pain that has fueled so much of the conflict we've witnessed. Back in the present, we team up with one of the Bull King's generals to take on Red Boy's forces. The mountain is an active war zone, with his 5-element carts causing chaos everywhere. It's time to put an end to this family feud once and for all. We discover a hidden memory that reveals the truth about Red Boy's birth. He was conceived through magic, a part of a larger scheme by a mysterious master. This explains the Bull King's shame and why their family has been dysfunctional from the very beginning. The drama is multi-layered. As we get closer to the summit, the Celestial Court launches a full-scale invasion. It seems they were waiting for us to gather all the relics. They're not here to help. They're here to take the power for themselves. We're caught between two armies, and it's pure chaos. During the invasion, we find Wukong's original golden armor. It's a massive power-up and a symbol of the legacy we're about to inherit. Zhu Bajie is hyped, knowing that this armor is a game-changer. It's time to show the Celestial Court what a real sage can do. Inside the Water Curtain Cave, we find Wukong's legendary staff. Zhu Bajie performs a ritual, and we equip the full set of armor and the staff. The transformation is complete. We now look and feel like the great sage himself, ready for the final confrontation. The 4 sons of a powerful dragon king appear, revealing they were part of a larger plan. They were sent to test us, to see if we were worthy of inheriting Wukong's will. Their father sacrificed himself for this journey, and they are here to see it through. In a strange, frozen realm, we're tested by another one of the brothers in disguise. He plays the part of a bumbling treasure hunter, leading us on a wild goose chase. It's a test of our compassion and intelligence, and it's clear we're still being watched and judged. The journey leads us to a final confrontation with Yang Jian, also known as Erlang Shen, one of Wukong's greatest rivals. He's been waiting for us, ready for one last battle. He acknowledges that Wukong had no choice in his fate, and now it's our turn to face ours. The battle with Yang Jian is epic, a true clash of titans. It's a test of everything we've learned, pushing our skills to the absolute limit. He's not just an enemy, he's a final trial, a gatekeeper we must pass to prove we are worthy of Wukong's power. After the battle, the old monkey reveals the final, shocking truth. The original Sun Wukong is dead and gone forever. We were never meant to revive him. The entire journey was about finding a successor, someone to carry on his name and his rebellious spirit. We are the new Wukong. The old monkey, who is the lost mind of Wukong, explains the nature of the relics and our destiny. We have to merge with Wukong's soulless shell, casting it aside to become a new being. Zhu Bajie protests, but it's clear this is the only path forward. Locked in. The final trial begins. We enter a mindscape, a realm of pure obsession, to face the lingering spirit of the original Wukong. It's a battle against his untamed primal self. To truly become the new sage, we must defeat the old one in a battle of wills. The narrator concludes with a reflection on the nature of legends. There are many stories about Sun Wukong, and no one knows which is true. Our journey is just one more tale, a new myth in the making. The legend is not over, it's just beginning again with us. The final scene is a powerful montage of Wukong's journey, his defiance, and his ultimate fate. It's a tribute to the enduring power of his story, a symbol of rebellion and the unending fight against destiny. The cycle continues, and the new Wukong is ready to begin his own legend. Gaming lore is long and confusing, but I break it down every week. Subscribe so you never miss a plot twist or hidden detail. Thanks for watching.